Hi student, today we are going to see a new topic. The name of the topic is inheritance. In object-oriented programming, many concepts are very important. Among them, one of the major topic, inheritance. We will see what is the inheritance, the definition of inheritance, and after that, visibility modes or access controllers. What is a visibility mode or access controller? We will see after covering up definition and uses of inheritance in detailed manner. Let's see the definition of inheritance. The definition of inheritance is nothing but to acquiring the properties of one class to another class. Definition of inheritance: acquiring the properties of one class to another class, or we can say like this, to sharing or adapting the properties of one class to another class. Here, one class to another class. One class to another class means base class to derived class, or parent class to child class, or superclass to subclass. All are same. It may be parent class, it may be superclass, it may be base class. These three classes are same. And subclass, child class and derived class. These all classes are same. So here, sharing properties parent class to child class is called a inheritance. This is the actual meaning of inheritance. We will see this concept in detailed manner. I said to you, to sharing of properties, acquiring of properties one class to another class. How the classes are sharing properties here? Sharing nothing but acquiring. So here, acquiring means vehicle class is there. Vehicle is a class. At the same time, bike, car, truck. These three also vehicles. That means this is a derived class vehicles. The bike, car, truck called as derived class from base class. This is the base class and these three are the derived classes. Now, these three derived classes acquiring the properties of base class. This is the base class and these three classes are acquiring properties. This concept is called inheritance. What are the properties? Properties are nothing but data members and member functions. Data members and member functions. What are the data members? Tires, mileage, seats. These all are data members. What are the member functions? Start and stop. So member functions also called methods. Data members also class called as declaring of variables. So these variables and these methods are functions acquiring by derived classes. This process is called as inheritance. What is the advantage of inheritance? The advantage of inheritance concept is reusability. What is the meaning of reusability? Reusability is nothing but what the code already written, the same code we can use anywhere in the class. That is called reusability. For this, what is the benefit? The benefit is no need to write code again, and we can save the memory, and we can save the space, and we can save the energy. At the same time also we can save. These all are benefits of using of reusability concept that we can use in inheritance. Not only that, extendability. What is the extensibility? Extensibility nothing but what are the features already there, we can add more features to the existence features. For example, in your mobile some features are there. In future the same company mobile they're going to add new features to the same mobile. Simple. Old features and new features combined together. Old features and new features combined together. That means in the future, the mobile company going to take the all features of old mobile and adding new features to that old mobile. They will release a new mobile. Here two things are there: old features and newly created features and combined together. It means what? The new mobile accessing or acquiring all the properties of old mobile. Here old features are working, at the same time new features also working. They are working together. This is called inheritance. The new mobile acquiring the properties of all old mobile, this process is a inheritance. This is called reusability, at the same time extensibility. Our next topic is access specifiers in C++. We can call access specifiers with other name. The name is visible modes. Visible modes or access specifiers are same. What are the access specifiers? Access specifiers is nothing but to give the permission to the one class to another class. Permission or accessibility. Giving of accessibility based on this visibility mode or access specifiers. The work of access specifiers to give the accessibility to the derived or child classes. Totally these are three types. First one is called public. Second one is called protect, and last one is called private. Based on their names, the meaning also explains what is a public, protect, private. What is the meaning of public? The meaning of public means it has less instructions. No restriction at all. Anytime, anywhere, it can access. If you declared any class as a public class, so all properties of that public class can access anywhere in the class. Second one is protected. It is less restricted. Public, no restriction, but protected, less restrictions are there. We can access all properties of protected class only in next derived class. Next derived class, it means what? For example, one parent class is there, one child class is there. The one child class can access all the properties of parent class when it declared as a protected. If more than one child class cannot access the properties of protected class, one class can access. That class should be immediate class of parent class. That's very important. And next one is the private. In private access specifier, we cannot access the properties. We cannot access that. It's very restricted. That's why green means all properties are without restriction, you can access. Yellow means some restrictions are there. At the same time, private means is very restricted. We cannot access the properties of private class to another class. So totally access specifiers are three types. First one is the public, second one is the protected, third one is the private. So public, no restrictions; protected, some restrictions are there; private, no access or restrictions are there. Based on these accessifiers, we will access or acquires the properties one class to another class. We will see definition of all access specifiers. The first access specifier, public visibility mode. I already said we can call access specifier using of another name. What is the other name? Visibility modes. Visibility modes. Access specifiers as well as visibility modes are same. As for our syllabus, it is given visibility modes. The question may comes explain about visibility modes. So visibility modes are three types. I already said. The first one is public visibility. In public visibility, what will happen? When derived class specified as a public visible mode, then what will happen now? The all properties, the public properties become public and protected properties become protect. So I will explain the program, what are the public properties and what are the protected properties. So listen this one carefully. If you derived any class in public mode, then the parent class public data members become public data members of the derived class. The protect members of the parent class become a protect members of the derived class. We will see. Let's see the example. Here class A. Here class A is a base class, and in this base class three types of access specifiers are there, or visibility modes are there. What are they? First one is public, second one is protected, and third one is private. These three are access specifiers or visibility modes. Once you declared data members in these three different visibility modes, and it will give the different access to the derived classes. So these all are declared in a parent class or base class. How these properties will shared by in derived class, we will see. Here class B. The class B is a child class of base class A. This one is the base class, this one is the derived class. We can call as parent class or child class also. This class is derived from class A. Now this class acquiring the properties of class A. This is called inheritance. I hope that you clearly understand it. What is inheritance? The properties of class A inherited by class B. This is called inheritance. The acquiring of properties of class A by class B. Class A is a base class, class B is a derived class. Acquiring the properties called inheritance concept. Here look at in this program. B and small b. Small b and capital B. Capital B is a derived class, small b is a object. So we are creating an object for the derived class. For what? To calling of, or to accessing of, or to acquiring of the properties of class A or base class A. We are accessing all the properties of class A through creating of object to the child class B. Now I will call all the data members using of the object B. Look at here. I am calling. How I am calling? B dot x. X is a variable. What type of variable it is? It is a public variable. It's a public variable. There is no restriction. So I can access here. So I can access anywhere because it declared as a public. No restrictions to accessing of the public variable. But let's see second one. This one is also a variable. This one also a variable. This variable is a protected variable. Protected variable. Then some restrictions are there. Some restrictions are there. Last one is what is the last one? Last one is the b dot z. Z declared as a private variable. Here we cannot access private variable through creating of the object. By the object calling, z variable will not access. This is a compiler error. I will show how the compiler gives the error. Look at here. Compiler is telling within this context cout. So it will not access. So variable z is not accessed in derived class B. So based on access specifiers, we will access the properties of parent class or base class. It may be data members or member functions. All are accessed based on visible modes or access specifiers. These are the uses of access specifiers. Here diagram is given to explanation of access specifiers or visibility modes. So we have to understand here, when you are declaring derived class in three different modes, they are public, private, protected. Then what will happen? Their properties may change. How they will change, you will see here clearly. Look at the picture. Here base class is given. This is the base class or parent class or super class. We can call as with any name. Base class, parent class or super class. These three are derived classes or child class of this base class. Now listen, there are three access specifiers are there. What are they? First one is the public, okay, and protected and private. These three are given. What are the members are given? What are the members are given? Look at here. It is a public, okay, and take this is a private and this is a protected. Yes or no? Yes. Listen, public, we'll see, we'll draw no diagram. What are these? Look at here carefully. Public, yes, is a public mode. Here is the private mode and here is the protected mode. So what will happen when you are deriving subclass as a public, protected and private, automatically the properties will change one class to another class. Public always would be public. In public class, all are same. Private will be private, protected will be protected, and the same public would be public. So, but when the class derived as a protected, when the private number is not accessed, private would be private. At the same time, protected would be protected, and same time, public also become a protected. The public may not be a public, but public become protect. We have to understand here. For example, base class public property in a protected derived class become a protected. Is nothing but example. If you create a int a, you create a int a, you created a int a. So int a public, int a public, and this int a become a protected in protected derived class. That is the variation we have to understood. At the same time, this protected and this public would become a private members of the private usability mode or private derived class. So automatically what happened? Public become a protect, and public protect both are become a private and private derived class. So automatically, so they are changing public to protect and public to private. So that will be changed. We have to understand this. You will see more clearly and in detailed manner in coming classes. So today we have seen what is the inheritance and the uses of inheritance, the example of inheritance, the concept of inheritance, and definition of inheritance. At the same time, we have seen access specifiers, types of access specifiers and their definitions, how they are changing one derived class to another. So this is the lesson today. We will see coming lessons in next class. Bye.